everyone, and welcome to Creating in Fortnite. You know them, you love them. We have Lego here this week, and we're going to have a blast. We have a lot of fun things planned for you all, but most importantly, we're going to be talking about the Lego Brick Editor and everything that comes with that. So, get excited, jump in if you can, and build with us. But first, I'm going to throw it to Carol so she can tell us a little bit more about what Lego's been up to.
Yeah. Hey, I think a lot of you know me. My name is Carol. I'm your friendly community manager for Lego Games. You've seen me around for other live streams, and obviously, I'm like Shane's BFF at this point, so she keeps inviting me back. Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
But we got a lot of things going on, and obviously, we're going to show off Brick Editor. But I also wanted to talk a little bit about what we did for the last couple of months. We were at Unreal Fest, so I'll give a quick recap of that. But I'll also do a fun little activity with you. But I'll let Rasmus introduce himself first.
Hello, everyone. I guess I'll be your friendly neighborhood UEFN developer then for the Lig group. And I've been part of this whole Brick editor development, and I'm very excited to show you some of the good stuff in there.
You might know Rasmus from his smooth radio voice from Scary Template. So, in case you want to see a face to that wonderful, sexy voice, it's this man right here.
That is true.
Cheers. Uh, yeah, and with that, yeah, let's talk a bit more about what was unveiled at Unreal Fest.
Yeah. Right before I say that, like those who saw, I like posted on Twitter, but I'll show it here. So if anyone in chat like already knows, and
Oh,
extra points for you. I'm gonna
yeah.
show my hands here. A little something. Oh, maybe I'll show my oh, there we go.
Oh.
For so we
Yeah, the
have here
full
6
cam.
bricks. Oh, thank you, Dan. So we have here in my hands 6 little bricks, and it's part of what we call serious play here at the Lego Group, and it's a team building activity that we always do with people. So it's a great activity if you want to do it with your friends or your team, and it's a bunch of new people. You can do it at your next big family dinner or family reunion. And this one is called the Duck Challenge. So all you need is 6 bricks. You
Oh.
need this one here, which is a 2x4, a 1x2, a couple 2x3 plates, and then a couple of 2x2s. This one has an eye if you want. Doesn't need to be these colors, but obviously they're super fun this way. I actually switched out the reds for the pink ones because I think it matches my outfit and I wanted to. So the idea is that the prompt is usually build a duck. And I think we can just do that. I think that'll be really fun. So if you're in chat and you have these breaks, go ahead and start building them. I'm sure you can like take apart some existing sets. I sent a bunch of you some sets, so you definitely should have these bricks. Um, or even better, you can jump into UEFN right now and check out the template and build this yourself. As you know, the gate for creators have been lifted, so anyone can join without any wait times or anything like that. So you can just jump in and start building, and that's really cool. I think this is part of our bigger narrative here at the Lego Group that we want to help democratize game development and building and play. So yeah, you can jump into there. Rasmus, you're gonna build with me, right? Little
For
duckling?
sure. But I think I'll go with the Brick editor then,
Okay, yeah,
my
you can
weapon
go
of
with the brick
choice.
editor. Yes, yes. Let us know in chat if you're building a duck. Uh, Tag me and or Shane on Twitter, or even better, post it in Discord. I've actually seen some ducks, very elaborate ducks, but yeah, people are already building some pretty cool things.
Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, cool. Who here in chat has participated in one of these challenges? Has anyone started already? Curious to hear. Oh, Franny's grabbing the bricks. Yeah, Franny. You got a lot of bricks, I bet.
Hi, Franny.
Sweet.
So, Franny's one of our head of creator programs here at the Lego Group, actually. And you probably met her when you were at, if for those of you who went to Unreal Fest in Orlando recently. So that's where we showed off a bunch of cool things. Like I said, I think it was our first time attending. So it was really special for us to actually finally connect to the community. Shout out to anyone there who was there. Like, it was, I think the community and the like group was like really overwhelmed with emotion to be there for the first time. We gave a lot of hand-on access to some new content. We did some great like exclusive first looks for creators especially, and we had a really fun brick and chill room, which I'm biased, but I think is really awesome. So I hope some of you got to brick and chill and also took home some like nice little swag while you were there. the next events, we are going to also be at Unreal Fest Stockholm. You going to be there, Shane?
Oh, I wish. I wish.
Come see us. You can drop by the Lego group on your way.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
But for those who weren't there, we also shared our new Bloom Tycoon template. So for those who don't know about it, how about we show the trailer?
Winding up the VHS.
Yes.
I'm just getting it
Give us a
going.
second.
Oh, so cool. Who in chat has been playing around with Bloom Tycoon so far? I saw someone mention, oh, that they got their duck at home. Yes, yes. Been building. Very
Yeah.
cool. Loved Unreal Fest and meeting so much creators. Yeah, it was great you were there, Fonny. Yeah, so cool. So that trailer, wow. How much fun is that? I'm so excited about what people are gonna make inspired by it. So cool.
Yeah. I think we have fun with our trailers too, so I hope you guys are like really appreciating it. And yeah, check out Bloom Tycoon. It allows you to obviously make tycoons. Rasmus, do you know a little bit about it maybe?
I know a little bit about it. It's it's a template that basically allows you to make gameplay where you can build with Lego bricks. It has a lot of verse in it, so for those of you interested, should also go check this out. Some really cool stuff in there. Some very nice persistent setups. Um, and also, we kind of want to inspire people to build something. Uh, Lego has sort of a reputation for doing adventure games, but the whole system and play and building and the creativity and stuff, it would be really cool to see some farming games, to see some of this auto clicker stuff. I would love to see what people could do with this. Uh,
Yes.
it would be very cool. And this will allow you to do that. So in-game building, and if you want to superpower that template, you can add in the Lego brick editor mode, and then you can build your own models for you to place with the verse code in Bloom Tycoon. Check it out. It's really cool.
That's so cool. You heard Rasmus, everyone. If you're making something, share with everybody because we want to see what cool farming games come out of this new tech.
Sure.
Someone was asking, what are the tech features being used for Bloom? And Brickgetter, is it scene graph? Sounds like it's mainly
Ooh.
verse.
So for the brick editor mode itself, no verse or scene graph or anything. That is built into the Unreal Engine behind the scenes. So the UEFN version of the Unreal Engine. For the Bloom Tycoon, the current version is not using scene graph. I'm not gonna promise anything on behalf of my colleagues, but so far it works with verse only.
Very cool. Someone said they loved all the prefabs in Bloom Tycoon. Yeah, they looked so cool. We're curious to see what everyone makes and builds for your own versions of tycoons. That would be super cool to see. So definitely shoot those examples Lego's way. They have a channel in Discord, a few channels in Discord. But yeah, go ahead and drop those in if you start building cool things so we can share it with the team. So cool though.
Awesome.
Thanks for bringing this trailer. I'm glad we got to show it off.
Nice. And I guess we can go to back to the bricks. I hope people were building
Oh,
things. I built a little duck.
oh.
Carol,
Rasmus' eyes are
I,
popping.
I I hate to be the Lego police here, but that is not allowed.
Okay, so for those who can't see it, like I put the brick on the side. So you can't do that in UFN, but you can do it in real life. So nobody
Oh,
told me I couldn't, so I did it.
Love your
This is
creativity,
my
Carol.
yes. So this is my little dog.
So
Ooh, right?
cute. Yeah. I love the pink. Pink was a good choice.
I think
Exactly.
was a good choice.
What did you build, Rasmus?
I built a couple of ones here.
Yeah, he built them in the editor.
I built them in the editor, yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
him.
why not? So that is also the first challenge in the template. So this little guy is sort of not sure. Maybe he's laying on top of his eggs or something.
He's
Oh.
just a
And we
fat duck.
have then we have the tall, mouthy one over here.
Oh. Mm.
Uh, this guy, I think he's a programmer. You can see on the back hunch thing. Yeah, yeah.
He just gives the
And then
spiritual energy of a
the last
programmer.
one is the one I like to build for these.
Oh.
It's my version of some could say it's inspired by a 70s sci-fi movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, still cute though, right?
Yeah.
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 I love
So
that
that's
there's
kind of
different versions. Oh, sorry, go
yeah.
on.
No worries. So the whole idea is that you can make like so with these 6 bricks, the idea is you can build like almost like a million version of these, and that's kind
Wow.
of the idea. So it's kind of fun to do even online. You can do it with your teammates. Like it could be a fun activity, and the whole point is to show that it's like just telling somebody like, oh, build a duck. You have a perception in your head of what a duck looks like. You're like you assume that everyone knows what it looks like, so everyone thinks that they're going to build the same thing. But then you realize that everyone builds very very different things, and it's kind of like a nice way to tap into your creativity. Do you know how to represent what you mean visually when you're saying things? Do other people understand what you're trying to say when you're building things? So it's kind of like a fun little activity to do with people. And we have like tons more like this if you ever want to check it out. But we thought it'd be fun to do it here because, it's our system in play.
Mm-hmm. So
So with
fun.
that, yeah, maybe we can now, Rasmus, I'm sorry, yeah, now you can officially like start building in Brick Editor.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Please commence
Yeah,
the
so
building.
so I guess some of you already saw the snapping and dragging, and I hope you have been experimenting at home. Uh, so the primary engagement here is the what we call the drag snap, which is supposed to be like an intuitive way of the dragging the bricks around in the editor and have them
Mm.
snap together. For those of you familiar with the Unreal, or like it's the same in Unreal, but Unreal and UEFN transform tools, we also have sort of a more translatey thing that can move things around with the translate gizmo here. And then we have the rotation as well, where we can rotate around and it makes sure that you're not intersecting things you shouldn't be intersecting and snapping in place. No scale though. This is, I guess, this is one of those Lego specific things. We want the bricks to look as they do, so you can recognize them. Therefore, no scaling allowed this time. But apart from dragging stuff around that is already there, you can of course also bring in your own stuff. So you have 50 different bricks for you to build with here. Let's drag in a plate here so we can have something to build on.
Mm.
And what should we do? Do you guys have a little fun build challenge for me? Maybe I can.
Ooh, something that we were not prepped for, just anything.
Yeah, just anything.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
chat, what should Rasmus build?
Otherwise, I'll just do a house. So as you can see, you can pull in as many bricks as you'd like. I guess there are some limitations based on your hardware, but essentially,
Ooh.
build whatever you like.
We've got a car someone suggested.
A car, okay. I guess that's a sideways build.
Depends on, I guess, how detailed the car is. You could probably make a car pretty simply as well, huh?
You can. I guess this is also a test of the creativity.
Mm.
Having like the Lego brick catalog of bricks is in the thousands, right? I think there are 6 or 7 thousand different bricks. So
Yeah.
having just a select 50, I guess, will challenge your creativity. But I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing to practice. All right, a car. I guess I will have to do a bit of duplicating here. These are, of course, wheels, as you can see.
Ooh.
We'll need to do a bit of
That was a good
This is
point
sort of
too, Rasmus, where you said that we only have so many bricks to work with now. But I imagine there was a time where we only had that many bricks to work with in history, and people still
that's true.
did really cool things in the physical realm of Lego.
Sure, for sure. So it used to be a lot fewer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think a lot of maybe all the people in chat or most of the people in chat like probably grew up on like all the classic sets and bricks and things like that. But now it's gotten so crazy, especially the botanical set. When you
Yeah.
look at it, doesn't even look like Lego sets anymore, right? They're so like
Right.
beautiful.
those have become
Chat
really
is like
popular.
that was really
Oh, this
challenging. They're like a
is
skating cat or a
yeah, yeah,
dragon.
yeah. I'm failing the whole car thing now. I'm just building a house.
Oh,
My
frog.
fault for improvising big
Yeah.
challenges. Yeah, yeah. All right, you're
Killing
getting a
it.
house, chat.
You're getting There was an
Here we go.
attempt.
Have a bit of hotkeys here for rotating.
Yeah.
You could build pretty fast. Let's see. We'll just grab this as roof. Let
I have a
it go on.
question
It
because I
will.
haven't
Go
used Brick
ahead.
Editor yet. Do we hear clicking when we're actually building inside of UFN?
So you don't.
Oh.
That's very
The
disappointing.
thing is, I don't think developers, like at least for myself, I can sit build with this in a normal day for like 8, 10 hours, right? So if I have to listen to that click sound every time I move a brick around, I'll give it like 10 seconds and I'll be done with that, right?
Wow,
Uh,
I disagree with that, but okay.
okay, well, okay, Carol, that's a challenge. Then maybe we'll do a prototype of that, and then you can be part of the testing. All right, I have a perfectly good house here, right? Anyone could live here. So another feature we have here is the cradle feature, and maybe someone could shout out in chat if they know what that is a reference to.
You
Carol,
guys
don't
know what the
spoil.
cradle
Uh,
feature is? Anybody know?
Brownie point, whoever knows.
I'm with Tom Jank. It should be a checkbox. Clicks or no clicks.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you, chat, back me up here.
Okay,
I
okay.
want this feature.
Listen.
We need a little ASMR in our lives, Rasmus.
Yeah.
Even if
Okay,
it's
okay.
virtual.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. We
Sound
Those
listen to
guilty.
our
developer
Sorry.
developers.
those developer videos would be so cool if you like, you know,
Right. Oh yeah, you
like
could just leave it on for hours. Sleep. Rasmus is like,
So
no way,
now
not with that sound.
maybe we can have like a drop down where you can choose between different sounds. And
Ooh, yeah.
I know a lot of people from our team would have fun putting weird stuff in there. Yeah.
Meow.
Right. So now we have a crackled model here, so we can move this around. It's one thing.
Ooh, ooh.
We can make copies of it, as many as we like. We can snap the copies together. We can build on top of it, add more stuff on if we need. Like, I guess this could be sort of it's one of those like fancy apartment complexes, right? Thought out by an architect. Here we go.
Somebody's in chat quoting the Craggle.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The difference though is we thought this through, so we didn't. It's not permanent. Don't
Mm.
worry, settle down. We press the separate button, and all our bricks are back to being
Ooh,
unglued.
very nice.
And if you want to have more versions or like more instances of your thing, you can drag in more from your content browser.
Ooh, nice. That's
So
actually a very nice feature.
quickly do a little. Uh, this kind of looks like the Lego HQ building, which is also like
Oh, it
Lego bricks stacked on
does.
top of each other. I didn't even think about that. There we
Yeah,
go. Modern masterpiece.
Yes. Wow.
I
Now
love it.
more than one person could live here.
Yeah. Up to 4.
Yeah. His original bungalow situation made me sad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Do you guys want
Very
to see something
cool.
else I built? Just a
Oh,
little inspirational piece.
yes.
Yes.
So have been spending a lot of time in this brick editor building stuff. So I also spend a lot of time in the forest trying to
Oh,
work out my programmer bag. So I built this little bean here, and this
so
is all
cool.
made out of crackled elements, right? So you could potentially take these and make more copies of them.
Oh,
You could
Wow.
take some of the I think there's Epic has one of their templates that has this whole model synthesis setup where you can programmatically put different versions of things out there. I think
mm.
there are really some fun implications here. And this is made with only the, oh, I'm scooting around, with only the 42 bricks, 42 colors and the 50 bricks.
Hmm. Very nice. I love the little
So
mushrooms, the fire. Wow, the way that you made it like look like it's actual gas or air. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
and just for you guys, I also built the thing. I don't know if I can see it here with my camera.
Oh,
oh no. Oh wait,
oh,
No,
I
it's,
sent Dan the actual picture, so maybe he can pull it
oh,
up.
okay.
that looks so good. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I mean, I know it looks cool on the computer, but just to see it physical like that with the smoke and everything, it's so
It's
neat.
one of the perks of like
Wow,
Yeah.
doing this kind of work. We can go down to the brick library and then we uh,
so cool.
figure out which bricks to use.
Yes. So that's what Rasmus and I actually do this pretty often, sometimes when we're brainstorming. I
Mm.
think it's cool to see things digitally, but the fun thing is like to actually go into the Brickstock library. So we have this
Definitely.
building where all the model designers are together and they work on all the different like IPs and themes that we work on. And they literally, it's a giant library of bricks. And yeah, we just go and hang out there and build stuff together. So we build a lot of this stuff here. Um, it's really fun actually.
Is it the same team, Carol, that build the big ones for like different locations and stuff and they glue them together and everything? Is that the
That's
same
totally
group?
different actually. This
Oh.
is like internal, like so these are
Oh.
official Lego model designers and
Mm.
the big Colombo Big Build is actually a Lego certified professional. So it's external partners who are
Oh.
officially recognized by the Lego group and they have their own library. So their own brick stock and everything. That's what we
Wow.
showed last time. Yeah.
Oh, fun. And so I imagine the people on the Lego side that are building the original sets, they're also the same people probably get the new pieces first and all the things for specific sets, huh?
For the like model designers,
Yeah, yeah, the model designers, do they get like the new pieces and everything or do they develop the new pieces?
sometimes they develop them as well. So
Oh.
sometimes they will ask for things like color changes or whatever. That's like
Mm.
there's a certain rules to how much you can create, the costs and things like that
Ooh.
that we have to think about. So yeah,
No
something
$2,000 Lego sets to take home.
if you let the model designers decide, then yes, it will all
Oh
be two
yeah.
thousand dollars
Dang.
we
I love it.
But I think that's the fun thing is like you'd be surprised how often like we're building things in game and it's
Mhm.
really nice to have the bricks in front of you to actually
Yeah.
like scope it out. It's a totally different experience to actually have it in front of you and start building. Even the model designers, even though they use their own special tools digitally, they will always physically build, obviously, because it gives a totally different experience. And it's also just fun, it's like a nice way to like break up your day and a lot of you, we're gonna kick off like a partner program soon. Some of you have already been invited to it for like beta testing, or that's why we like met some of you at Unreal Fest. But um, I think the next thing is like we'll be having a challenge soon, this weekend, I think, and we actually sent out the actual physical bricks to a lot of creators so that you can actually build what you are building inside of UFN. So I hope you're all having fun with that.
So cool. Yeah, we've got big love big love for the audio Lego click. Yeah, yeah, definitely Tom.
Oh
Um
no.
I'm sure Erasmus. I'm sure building things IRL also inspires so many other projects too. Yes, definitely.
It
Uh
does. It also has some practical implications actually, because sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out if any of you in chat have played around with the different building modules. You know that they have to fit within the grid so they snap together.
mm,
One way to you can do some Lego math, of course, but it's just way easier to build out the correct size and then make sure that it looks good.
yeah. Yeah, so you can just kind of check it out and feel it in real time. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Oh, what else do we have here? Oh, can you guys build the dragon that was showcased in a real fest? Wink.
Oh,
Right now? Well, just give us a few
so
hours.
yeah, I'll
Uh,
start cooking the dragon. Yeah.
Someone asked a really good question though. Where was it? Oh, Tom Jake was just saying, easy monetization. Give us a button to buy the mesh we just craggled. Ooh, it's a good idea. You definitely should
Oh,
share feedback.
so funny you should mention. Yeah. So all of these, we will be building something today.
Yes.
Spoilers slash
Oh,
hint.
oh,
Carol have the bricks already laid out, and
oh.
these are some little designs that I made, and I made sure that all of these are purchasable on Brick. So if you are part of our community and hang around in the Discord, we'll probably drop a couple of lists there. Yeah, you can put it into Pick a Brick and you can buy them for yourself.
So cool. I wish I could build with you, Carol.
You know what? We actually thought about that. Actually, I have some spare bricks. Do you wanna grab some right here?
Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, throw them at me.
Do I throw them at you? Okay.
Yeah,
Ready?
yeah.
Grab it.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Magic of the
Carol,
internet.
you're such a good shot.
Went right across the ocean, across the fiber networks.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Wow, I can smell that. Smell the ocean.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All
So
right.
we thought it'd be fun for Shane to build along. So
Oh,
since everyone talk about IRL building, so in case
that's
you're building
fun.
your stuff,
Oh,
we sent some bricks to Shane and we'll build with Rasmus as we go along.
all
And chat,
right.
you can
Yeah.
follow along too if you have these bricks.
Let's do it. We got the Carol cam so you can check it out step by step. Let's see. Nailed it. Yeah, she really did. Oscar worthy acting. What are you talking about?
What? I actually threw it across the ocean. It went
What do
from
you mean?
Denmark to California.
What happened to your imagination? All right.
I guess the
Oh,
big question is,
what do we
what do
build?
we build? What do we
Yeah.
build?
What do you got for us, Carol? What are the options?
All right, Rasmus, we have
Sure.
a bear,
A
I
bear?
believe.
Hear that,
There, let's
chat?
see. I have those here.
Okay, cool.
This little guy.
Ooh,
Yeah,
one
perfect.
bear.
Right, we have a little clown face vampire situation. Baby vampire?
No,
I don't know
it's
if you
just a little guy with a tooth.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
baby vampire. He only has one fang.
Baby vampire, yeah. The other one grows
Yeah,
Cute.
in when they become teenagers.
yeah. And then the final one okay, so Rasmus and I have had debates about this. He says it's a chicken. I'm calling it an owl. I don't
Uh-oh.
know. Chat can settle it. I disagree.
Yeah, vote in chat.
Wait. Is the red piece like its like little thingy?
See,
Yeah, so it's doesn't I'm not sure what
Yeah,
that probably
I
that
love it.
that has a name, but
Yeah, I forgot the name. The waddle.
waddle, it's a good.
I think that's what we call it in America. I don't know.
it
I
sounds
put on the
right.
spot.
Chat, help us out here. Yeah, we don't know.
Huh, well.
It's supposed to be, but sometimes when you start building something and you're inspired, you maybe forget your initial goal and then you just build something that looks cool.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
okay.
It definitely looks cool. What do you think, chat? Oh, it's a chick owl. A chowl.
Ciao.
Towel.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, what do you think? What do you think, chat? Should we be building the chowl, the baby vampire slash little guy, or the bear? What do you
Please
vote
guys.
on? Sorry to make that complicated. Chicow? Waddle Dee? Waddle Dee's a good one. Bear, Chicow, or little guy? He's just a little guy.
He's just a
She's
little
just a little
guy.
guy. They're just a little guy. Could be anything. I think we're setting on Chicow, but
Wow.
build
Ciao.
a vehicle device.
Stop it.
Done. I like the little guy. Thank you, squatting dog. Baby
Yeah. Oh,
vampire. We've got one vote for each. Oh, we got a Chow. Okay. Wait, we got 1, 2, 3 votes for Chow. 2 baby vampires. Oh, we got more votes for Chow. We're up to 5, 6, 7. We got 3 chats voting here. Chickow.
Cow.
Chickow. Perfect. All right. I think the Chickow wins.
That's fair.
okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
See if I got all my pieces.
Oh my gosh, I'm already stressed.
I know.
Should I guide you through this experience, or would you prefer to test your skills?
No.
I don't.
I'm a building instruction girly. I need like very exact. Like I know this is very a flat. Like all it is like a base plate, and then like we're just putting
So the
things.
good
But
thing
it's
about this is, yeah, it's a flat plate, right?
Yeah.
We can build along. Let's
okay.
let's start with the big beak element then. So I'll just
Actually, I think I
select.
sent Dan the actual image, and maybe we can put it on screen so
Oh.
that
Oh yeah,
chat
that
could
would be.
follow along.
Yeah, Dan, you got the Chickow. I don't know if I have the same colors as you, Carol. I was looking for gray, but
You know, have gray. Have gray.
I have white and I have red in the little these little guys, little curvy pieces.
So it might be the maybe it's the face set.
The face set has black and a
I'll
fang.
I'll get creative. Maybe it'll be a masterpiece.
Yeah, no, no. I like that. That's the right attitude.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have checked your bag before I checked it over.
No, it's okay.
A few errant pieces got lost on the way.
You're just testing me, I know.
Okay.
Let's see. Have the beak on. You can take the red
Ooh.
1x2 here. Place it on top.
Okay.
I might have to get creative.
Right.
I don't know if I have a 1x1 flat or 1x2 flat.
So
See
since it is a chick owl, we don't really know what it actually looks like, right? This is just my take. I'm really looking forward to seeing yours,
I'm
Shane.
really excited to see Shane.
Guys, I'm doing my best here.
All right. Let's Carol then. Let's put on a waddle here. That
A
was the name,
waddle?
right?
Not the
Yeah.
waddle.
What's it called?
Where'd you get that name, Rasmus? What's a
I don't
waddle?
know. It's a thing I heard on stream once.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna figure out how to do the mine might be a little round, but that's okay.
You're
That's
doing
okay.
great.
Is she though?
It's it's the pride of creation. It doesn't have to look
I'm so
Yeah.
proud.
pretty or perfect or. So let's grab some of the gray ones, Carol.
Okay.
So we will build the I guess markings around the eyes. So you take your 1x2s. You place one on either side of the beak.
Okay.
All
Got it.
right. Take another one of these curvy pieces. These are really powerful, by the way.
Powerful?
Yeah, like in a creative sense, you can do a lot with these.
Oh yes.
These little 1x1 rounded tiles.
By the way, there's a really amazing Lego creator, and what she does is she makes these in giant plates and then she does silk screening with these. So they're really fun.
Whoa.
Oh,
That's cool.
Yeah.
another cool feature of this little rounded brick is that it fits perfectly inside one of the bigger ones. So if you take
Oh.
a bigger one here, you can see
Oh, I see.
it slides right in there.
Nice.
Ooh, we got a good question in chat about Lego pieces. Biz
Yeah,
and
go
Nader
ahead.
said, "Is there anywhere we can buy bags of all pieces so we can build IRL and Brick Builder at the same time, just like you're doing? It would be great for teaching and roughing out ideas." I think they do
Great
have a
idea,
place to do
actually.
that.
Yeah, we mentioned.
So
Oh, go ahead, Rasmus.
go ahead. Yeah, probably gonna say the
Uh,
same thing.
we're probably going to say the same thing, so I'll just say it. So we just mentioned it earlier, but we have Pick a Brick. You can go on there, and it's all single bricks. There's also Bricklink, as well as like it's a company that we also own as well, where you can source bricks. But since we'll release a list of all the elements for building some of these things, and you can go ahead and order the pieces and do it for class. But I think that's a great. I think that's actually a great like segue into not segue, but actually a great opportunity for us to create like pre-built sets that we can give to people actually, and especially for classrooms or something like that. Maybe that's a game jam coming near you kind of
Yeah,
situation.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think there's also some really nice in the design aspect of having both the physical versions and the digital versions. So you could have uh, an amount of these bricks that are in the brick editor in sort of a maybe we should try and make a pick a brick set, Carol, an official one where we could put in
Yeah,
uh, an assortment of these, like at least one of each, right? So uh,
we could definitely do that.
how's it going over there? Oh, you're
I think
storming
I
ahead. I have to say, Carol, I'm interested in how you're doing, but I'm more interested in how Shane is doing.
You know, it might not be a chicken, but it
No,
has a
but
face.
but it
that's
might be a chow.
It might it might be a chicken. Uh
Chicago.
yeah, I didn't have the flat pieces, but I was able to make a nose and then I ran out of dark brown, so I used
This is art. This is art, Shane.
Wait, that actually looks so good
It
though.
looks
He
really
doesn't
good.
look so bad. He's got his little nostrils. Yeah, it's coming together.
Wait, that's great.
Ah,
Picasso.
yeah. Let's see.
There actually are some abstract artwork sets,
Ooh, yeah.
which I believe is actually designed by our friend Nico, Carol,
Yeah. It's one of
where
my
you can.
favorite sets actually.
It
How
is really
fun.
cool. So,
It's from the Museum of Modern Art
oh
series.
yeah,
And yeah,
Ooh.
and Nico Vaz, who actually helps our team pretty often, and he created the bonsai set, which I've mentioned, and he's one of the OGs who created Ninjago as well. He created
Ooh.
a set that it looks like a painting and it has a face on it, an abstract like cubism kind of like painting. And the idea is that every day when you go by it, you can switch the face up. So I love
Wow.
sets that it's not just for display, it's also for fun, and then you can come in and play around with it every day.
That's really cool.
Okay.
Well, I ran out of curved pieces, but uh you know what? I do think I for sure can I think I can build a chicken. Let me check. He might not have eyes, but that's okay too.
not all chickens are born equal, right?
Yeah.
Some of them just don't have eyes.
That's yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna
So
attempt a chicken later.
I guess this is one
Or
thing that I
ducky.
could do, Carol, that you can't, is that now that I have my build,
Yeah.
I can customize it, right? So I
Ooh.
think
Oh,
this gray is maybe a bit like vibrant coral is one of my favorite colors.
is
Ooh.
that the official name for it?
Vibrant
That is the
coral.
official name.
Hmm.
I think it's named after like underground coral, like coral reefs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That would make sense.
Let's
Oh.
see, blue beak,
Oh,
and it looks poisonous now.
looks like I have enough feathers.
Ooh, wait, your chicken's looking really cool now.
Yeah.
I like it. I
Oh,
hope this is fun for you, chat.
the more we're building, the more I'm thinking about how cool it's going to be for them to build different assets for their islands with Brick Editor for like farming games and stuff. I'd be really curious to see how that goes. It's just some cozy little site. I mean, even just for the art of it, or just testing yourself on and having fun building things in Lego. I think that would just be a fun little exercise.
Yeah, hopefully that can inspire some new ideas so we can like
Yeah.
uh, reinvent some of these games, Lego games a little bit. See some new ideas.
Hmm.
I also
I think
think there's a fun thing about building with Lego bricks is that anyone can do it, right?
yes.
It doesn't require you to go to school or do anything. So in some sense, you can be your own 3D modeler now,
Yeah.
as well as level designer and game developer.
Yeah, I think
Great
that's the
point.
amazing thing about how game development has changed with tools. And obviously, Epic is one of the, and Unreal is one of the companies that are like really helping us improve that. So, and like I said, we removed the creator gates on to join the program. So go check it out. I've seen some incredible creations from the Lego Fortnite Odyssey side of things. I think you should all jump in and see if you can. I've seen some like giant Trojan horses with like hidden rooms and traps and things like that. So,
Dang.
I think a wonderful thing is like if you could create that and it can be a living, breathing game and you can publish it and other people can jump into it and take a look.
Yeah, that's really cool. Let's see. Anybody have any questions for our Lego team while we're putzing away here? Questions about Brick Editor? Ooh, what does it look like if you change the feathers to a light gray? Ooh, that would be pretty. That would be
Let's
pretty.
try that.
What am I trying to
Do it
say?
on the black and
Cohesive. Hmm. Oh, my guy's got he's crying little pink tears now.
Wow. I actually really like it though. Why do we have pink?
Thanks, Carol. So
Okay.
cute. Mm-hmm. Oh. Tom, quickly realized how bad I am at Legos. I lost my skills when I was 10. Tom, what if it's deeper than that and you lost your
no.
creativity? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, we know that's not true, but sometimes I worry about that. Like for me, I'm
As a
like,
representative for the Lego group, Tom, I think you should just go buy all the Lego Fortnite sets. Once you're done with building those, you you'll do great at the editor.
yeah, that makes sense. Practice makes perfect, Tom. Now you gotta focus on Lego building if it's your dream. Oh no. Yeah, I'm playing. I'm playing. Brick Editor. Is there an ETA on the release of Brick Editor? It's available now.
It's available now, yeah.
Ooh, thanks, Squatting. How does the assembly line work for new pieces? Like when new pieces are added and colors.
So are we talking I'm guessing we are talking physical bricks now?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So assembly lines. So I actually just visited the factory the other day.
Ooh,
Really?
wow.
I did. It is fascinating. Those people are the it's pretty insane what they do over there. The whole factory that is in Billund, the Denmark one, is it's uh, you're gonna have to help me translate to imperial here, but it's half a kilometer
Mm,
long, so it's 500
huh,
meters,
okay.
some amount of inches of feet or whatever, uh, and the whole assembly thing is extremely tight, and they run day by day. So when they make a new uh, color, so all the bricks have the same color to begin with, and then they add a color segment into the granulate, they call it.
Mm.
They dice it all up, melt it down, and then they inject it into little molds,
Ooh.
and then they're like pressed, and quickly, when they're cool enough, they will be the press will open and the bricks fall down. It looks pretty magical, actually.
Ooh. And they have to
You can
be precise because otherwise they wouldn't click together. So it has to be perfect in Fortnite.
Extremely precise down to the thousands almost.
Yeah, I think if you have old Lego elements from like way back when you were a kid, they should still fit with all the new elements. So that's like a huge aspect of the quality that we always have to reach when we're making bricks.
Was there ever, I don't know if you all know, but did they ever make them differently way back in the day with like different materials so that maybe like if you put them with new colors, are the colors like slightly different? Is there anything unique about that?
Yeah, so there have been changes in color and changes in production. I think having all the colors start out the same is a new thing. At
Mm.
some point, they would buy the different colors or have the different colors separated to begin with. But I think for flexibility, it's better to have them all be the same. So if you can't really run out of material for a specific brick.
Mhm.
Um, and I know there are also uh, don't quote me on this, but I think it's like 9 different materials that are being used, depending
Wow.
on what sort of what size the different element is. And so you have all kinds of stuff right in front of me here. You can see
Yeah.
these little
Oh,
technique stuff and
yeah.
the different kind of plastics from the normal Lego bricks.
Right.
And then there's of course all the transparent ones, and there are also cloth used for the capes and stuff. And we also have wheels that are made out of a special rubber
Ooh.
plastic combined material.
Wow, that's so many different types.
If you ever come to Billings, which is in Denmark, where is the headquarters of the Lego Group, we actually have a whole um, building that's dedicated to talking about the history of the bricks and the different materials and how the founder decided like to
Oh.
choose. Originally, it was all wood and things like that. So it's really interesting, and some of our creators have actually been here, and we've taken them through that tour, and it's a really fun tour, actually.
Wow, wood must have been wild to make it like fit perfectly. Dang. We have some questions. Let's see. I think this is a good one, but maybe there's not much we can share. Um, Tom Jake was wondering any estimation on how bricks will be added to the editor. Like, will there be big, like new groups of bricks or small new ones that'll be added slowly? And then same with like colors. How, like, is there any
Mm.
idea of how colors will be added so they can look out for that?
So I think my motto in our Discord channel by this point must be can't promise anything. But it
Yeah.
is definitely our ambition to add as much variety and as many different bricks as possible. Um, the reason we chose the specific ones we have now is to have the simplest ones, right? They use up the least amount of memory, and they are also very similar in shape and size, and connectivity, because as you know, there are a lot of different connections between Lego bricks. So these bricks are mainly the stud connectivities. But yeah, Tom, I hear you. We all want this. Can't promise anything, but I'm pretty sure we will have more bricks for you soon.
And then my motto as a community manager is like, if you want it, ask for it so I
Yeah.
can write a report on it.
Good point. Good point.
It's like the more people ask for very specific things, the more we'll prioritize it, right? So it's like
Yeah.
we're also trying to figure out what are the next colors, exact elements that people want. But if you tell us exactly what you want, then it's really easy for us to just be like, okay, that's what we're gonna put in the next update, you know?
Is the best place for that, Carol, on the EDC forums and like upvoting, or where are you all looking the most?
I think the forums are Forums works for us, and upvoting is for sure the best way. I think you also created a section in the Discord where people can also ask questions or report bugs and stuff like that. But that's also a great place to put features and requests. And if people are upvoting it, it also helps. And obviously, some of you are already in contact with Fran, who takes like direct, that's like the closest you'll probably get to developers is telling them your direct feedback. So all the ways you can give us your feedback.
Yes, definitely. Share it there. And then let's see what else. Any other questions to add? Are there any plans to add Lego Technic components? So as Rasmus was saying, Crovy, sounds like they're going with what can connect the easiest and the most to start, and what's the easiest to kind of like roll out where they're all compatible with each other. But if you have feedback, if that's something you would like, make sure you're just sharing those kinds of things in the feedback channels. Yeah, use the forums and upvote. That's right. Uh Love
So
the Technic.
I have a question. Yeah,
Movie.
Yeah.
how is your build going, Shane?
Where is my little bill? Oh, here he is.
We do
I
have another
ran out
build,
of
right? So
yeah.
oh,
I ran out of smaller pieces, so these are the ones that I have, but he's got a little.
beautiful.
Thank you. He's not quite. Maybe he's a chicken with a nose. And pink cheeks. It's hard to say. You could still be of the chow variety, but half human, half chow. I'm not sure.
The chowl, yeah, it's a cousin of the owl bear, I guess.
Yeah, and so I saw you've been building these as we've been talking. Um, was that just by like picking each individual piece? Sorry, I was like too busy on mine to see, and then just placing them. Are there any shortcuts or anything
So
you were using to build that?
you can do that. So you can definitely just drag in the stuff you want. What I did here was just recoloring, right? So if I
Oh.
double click to select all
Mm-hmm.
the connected ones, I can just hold Alt and I can drag out a copy every single brick here,
Mm.
and then I can go in, select the ones that I want to recolor, select the
Fun.
color I want to recolor it to, apply.
Oh, yeah, so
It's pretty
easy.
quick. There are some fun little shortcuts though. One that I would like to highlight that I use a lot.
Mm.
Let's do one of these. If you select a brick to use, you drag it in here. You can see it snaps around. While you are still holding the drag, you can see in the bottom right corner, it says the different hotkeys for rotating. Another hotkey that works here actually is if you control D to
Mm.
duplicate, it just places. Oh, what happened now?
Oh, I saw that it just moved quick. That's cool.
Yeah, it just places more bricks of the same one, right? So if you
Nice.
want to use the same one multiple times, you can just drag it around and duplicate it in place.
Oh, very nice. Ooh, I'm curious to see people's speed builds. Has anyone been doing
Oh
that yet?
yeah, some speed running.
Yeah, that would be relaxing to watch. Just someone quickly building something over time. Wow. Someone was asking, how many votes do I need to get Bionicle in the game? Look, we're not setting
So,
any goals
uh,
here.
Patrick, I mean, totally random stranger in chat. So yeah, I know we have a lot of Lego fans at the office as well, and Bionicle is being mentioned quite a lot.
Mm,
Uh,
mm,
I don't think they are very high on the priority list for flexibility in the brick editor.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, keep on voting, see what happens.
Well, besides Bionicle, what else would you like from the Lego group in terms of an IP or a theme? I would love to know.
Yeah,
We might
tell
make
us.
we might that one's a little bit more complicated because it just doesn't exist anymore. But maybe an existing one.
Someone's saying there's some things that people are sharing, like asking for things or when they'll come out. So I guess that's some good feedback. But one was saying, when can brick builds be saved out as play sets?
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Uh, so the thing about the playsets as they are now is that they are like ingested in the engine. So I'm not sure if you can Of course, you can make the custom ones. Well, if it's a feature you would like, definitely ask for it in the Discord. Do the voting thing.
Yeah,
Because
I
I guess
guess
that's not
I feel like
possible.
Rasmus, all we would need is if you could say you were building something and then if you just knew exactly what pieces, if it logged what pieces you specifically put in the project, maybe you could just render, like, look at that list and then order it on Build-A-Brick because it would
Something like
come
that could be possible as well. But I think
mm,
the playsets maybe are referring to the
the bigger
playsets
ones.
in the
Yeah.
in UEFN,
Oh
the prop
yeah,
prop
those.
collections, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're right. The other one is also really interesting. If people would like pick a brick uh, implementation, they should definitely tell us because we are a team actively working on this, and we want to give you what is most interesting for you, right? And I think, as I mentioned before, it's a really good exercise to have the physical versions of the digital bricks as you're building them.
Oh,
I
can
can.
we see your fire again? Your physical fire you made, Rasmus, for those who came
Sure.
in later? Like,
So
I
we
want to
have
see the
this little
one
set here.
because he also built it IRL, everyone, and it was so
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Should I
I did. I
maybe?
sent it. I sent it to
Yeah.
Dan as well, so
Oh,
maybe
you
Dan
got
can
the
pull it
image,
up.
Dan. Oh, it's yes, there.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's the whole process of me building it.
Ooh. Well, yeah.
Oh, the colors are different on yours. That's fun.
Yeah, different layers of water here.
Got a few requests for Lego Star Wars, I see. That one has the most.
I was scared everyone would be too tired of seeing Star Wars things.
You
Never.
know, I always wonder, but it has been, well, I forget. Yeah, there's so many shows now. I was like, hasn't been a movie in a while. I was like, oh yeah, there's a lot of shows. I'm still catching up. It says this is a good question. Just something I don't. I'm gonna assume. I don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna assume anything. This is a cool idea, but definitely share your feedback in the forums. Someone was asking if they could, if one day they'd be able to make their own minifigures in the future, possibly as NPCs in their game.
Mm,
Yeah,
make
so
your
actually,
own.
so make your own. We're not quite there yet. I would love that. And minifigures is a big part of the Lego brand, and so that is definitely something we are looking at. I do know, however, for those of you using the NPC spawner, a lot of new what are they called? A lot of new skins for the Lego minifigures just dropped. So if you
Mm.
go to the customization modifier, I think is the correct term.
Hmm.
Let me just have a look here. Uh, you can choose between a lot of different new skins, including some of the heroes
Oh.
from the new Expeditions game,
Yeah.
Hmm.
So if you want to
which is
create a
really
nice
cool.
modded version of the game that's out right now, that'd be really cool. I think that's like something that we want to get closer to is like whenever we're coming out with new stuff from Lego Fortnite Odyssey or Expeditions or Brick Life, we want to be able to allow you to have at least some of the features in there or assets so that you can make your own version of the game or, right now I would love to see a training academy for Rip Ripper. So please make me one.
You think you could just request stuff like this from?
Developers, do it.
Yeah,
I want it.
I guess that's what you
They
do with me
request
all the
they
time.
request
Yeah,
things from
so
me all the time.
yeah, yeah. I guess that is basically my job.
Someone is asking, is this mechanic going to be available inside the game or just inside UEFN? I'm I assume just inside of UEFN because I mean look how extensive this UI is. We need a lot of different elements to make it happen so far, um
I'm
but
not
if
totally ruling out having bricks in creative at some point, but it's definitely a different beast. Um, because we also would need to think about the user experience of actually building with the bricks, right? Carrying them around and putting them down one at a time. I think that's one of the things that Lego Odyssey did really well, is that you are able to build really fast because you're building with like little combined, like little pre-built sections of builds
Mm.
instead of having to put down every single brick. You get surprised sometimes.
Mm.
Like I had a look. You can see this is inside the template. If you look here, we have this castle here, and we have this little Ninjago looking temple thing.
Mm.
And this thing by itself, just this, how many bricks would you think, Carol and Shane, was in this build?
Oh.
Mm,
Just an estimate.
500?
250?
So this is actually close to 2,000 bricks.
Oh.
What?
So
Whoa.
if you look at the roof here, it has a lot of different
Oh, wow.
details, right? A lot of tiling and stuff, and there's built on the inside because this is built by one of our professional Lego builders, not just me goofing around. So
Huh.
this can actually be built in real life. And this is also one of the things that is in the template. So and as you can see, these are
Huh.
individual modules that you can combine. Same with the castle over here.
Whoa.
It's like sections, right?
I think what I'm excited is when people are going to start mixing brick by brick building with the actual prefabs and assets we already came out with. So like a nice
Yeah,
mix of both.
Yeah. That'll be cool to see what people do with it. And can you, I assume in these two, if you wanted to, not that someone would because there's so many pieces, but you could go in and recolor every piece of this
of
too?
course, of
Oh.
course. So you could take any part of this. Let's do like a little thing on this one and separate it out. So now they are individual bricks, right? And then maybe you wanna, I don't know, recolor the window panes.
Hmm.
Maybe you don't want medieval looking castles. Maybe you want them to be nice pink, right? So in
I've
this in
seen
this way,
people
it's really
make
flexible.
I've seen people in Odyssey try to recreate like Sabrina Carpenter's like dream home. So you can do it here now.
Yeah, I'm on it already, as you can see.
Yeah. Oh man, someone said Squatting Dog said this would be awesome for signs and stuff too. Someone had a question. I don't know how much we can answer this. I don't know if we know everything about it, but Prof Moto asked, "Can you speak to the graphics optimization for large builds like this? Lego
Mm.
mini games and other U engine in the other U engine games from a number of years ago didn't couldn't handle it as much. I'm hopeful about the implementation of this new
I
setup."
can. So what? Maybe I'll just build a little example here while I talk.
Yeah.
So one of the optimizations we have is, for
Wish we
one,
had
we
duck.
remade all the bricks to be optimized bricks. So this is basically a rectangle that has some uh, fancy shader magic, making the studs look really cool and realistic, and then has some other shader magic drawing out the bottom part of the brick here, so it looks realistic.
Mm.
If you take and you make a build here, let's just do a little uh, one more. We'll do one of these. If you assemble all these, make a couple of copies here to make it a bigger build, and then recrackle this thing, there is also some optimization here.
Mm.
So because, as you can see, you're basically only seeing one side or like two sides of some of the bricks, right? So that means for these one in the bottom, we only need this side and this side. So everything else can sort of be removed without anyone seeing it. So let me just
For those who are
select all
confused,
these.
it's craggling is like our inside joke at the Lego group. It just means gluing things together. It's like what you do when you're actually building like big builds, like exactly like the Columbo live stream. You saw like a giant big build, and to be able to transport it or to make sure that when people climb it, it doesn't break apart. We glue it all together, which is in the Lego movie we call it like craggling.
What kind of glue do they recommend people use? Because I've always thought about doing that with mine.
They are really protective about the glue
Oh,
that they use, but there's
oh,
actually
okay.
an official glue that they will use to do this.
Oh, there is. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Good to know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
I
now we have
agree
a.
in chat that like this is going to help with. I think that's the one thing that I think was a huge problem, and obviously a lot of like creators mentioned it when we first launched Lego templates and whatnot on UEFN, and that's the optimization. Like the it was heavy. It was like a maximum. There's only so much memory you can have inside of your games, and it was really taken up by a lot of the prefabs. So I think this solves for a lot of it. So now I'm really excited. That's the one thing I haven't seen is like a fully full Lego island,
Mm.
so where everything feels like
Ooh,
a that'll be I'm really excited for that. Hope you're all of you
sure.
are testing the performance of of this.
Yeah, let us know about that as well. So as you can see here, the only parts that are still remaining in the mesh itself is the part that you can see from below, the sides, and then the studs. So this is one of the optimization tricks you can do
Mm.
when you have big closed elements like this. Um, of course, it's a little harder if you can see if you make, like a staircase. I think is the example I usually use. Crackling this one is not going to give you a lot of performance because you will basically still need to have undersides on all the bricks, right? And you will need to show all the sides. So there's a bit of trial and error to this method. Uh, but when you have a mesh that you reuse multiple times, the first one is more expensive, sort of like with devices in UEFN. The first one you put in is more expensive, but the next ones after that use some amount of instancing to make performance optimizations. That is why we like recommend the workflow where you like build these reusable models, right? That are not giant, and then just reuse them, make a big one out of the smaller models, because then you can instance multiples of the same one.
Very cool.
Did you start the next build, Carol?
I did actually already finished
I
it.
think I think
Oh,
I see a bear down there.
I made a
so
bear.
cute.
I'm missing a part of his eye, but it's okay. Apparently that's our theme.
Oh,
Be cute.
poor bear.
What? Yeah. Then I have a bear and a cowl. Cow.
Oh, yeah, I might be able to build bear. I might have to take from Chow for bear.
Mm.
So would this craggled mesh actually be the same cost as a smaller cube or rectangle?
So it has some extra cost
Mm.
because it's still using um, some. You can see these down here are meshes now. The undersides uh, also have triangles in them, and there's some different material instancing as well for the like the edges and stuff. So it has a bit more impact, but it
Mm.
is a lot cheaper than having all the different details inside the brick. Um, as you can see in the Bloom Tycoon, there's also a lot of different block builds that you can use to stack on top of each other, sort of do sediments. And let's say you wanted to do a digging game where you have to craft something. Um, I'm of course not referring to any specific thing, but there are ways you could do that with these Lego bricks and the ability to have a dynamic world. And boxes are really good for optimization in general.
Yeah, of course, Crisp. Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback. Yeah, definitely optimized. Great work on the team that built this system. Thanks, Crisp.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Cool.
Pass it along to my colleagues.
Yeah, and Franny's in chat, one of the community team working with Lego. So definitely share your feedback if you've got any. They also have a feedback channel on the EDC as well as channels in the official Discord for UEFN.
Yes.
Oh, we have another question from Squydog. Are there any limitations in importing things for a reference in building with Legos? Like, can I import a height map of Lego Island and rebuild it?
So there are some, at least I'm not legally educated in any way, but I do know that
There.
if you go read the terms and conditions for the Lego Brick Editor, one of the rules is you're not allowed to build exact copies of existing products, right? And as with any game development, unless you have permission, you're also not allowed to build any third-party IPs like Lego Star Wars and stuff like this.
Mm.
So
But
that's one
there are
thing to be aware of.
always, yeah, but I think there's always ways of like being inspired by it, right?
Of
And that's
course,
totally fine.
Yeah.
inspiration is totally fine, but I think copying existing products can create some problems for
So
legal
good.
reasons.
We've always got to have some legal talk in a live stream, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It's
Mhm.
part
It's
of
the
being
boring stuff,
a game
but
developer. Yeah.
all right, I think my bear's coming together. Man. Let's see. Any other questions? Let's see. Any plans for more parts in the future? So they started with the easiest ones that were the most compatible if you're just tuning in. But if you have feedback on uh, bricks that you would like to see, et cetera, anything within this tool, definitely share it in the feedback channels for Lego. So we have the EDC, and then we also have the Discord server, a section for Lego brick building or Lego as well. So you can talk about anything Lego in there and share your feedback.
And I think the team is pretty active in there. Like we really try to be part of the community, and you've probably seen Tom in there, and Rasmus is definitely there. We're always reading it too, so we lurk a lot as well. But yes, we like when you're very vocal. It means you care.
Yeah, it's more fun for us if we build something you actually want to use.
That makes sense. All right.
See.
I got half a bear. How's yours coming? Oh, did you do all of
I
them, Carol?
I did
Wow.
all of them.
Wow,
Oh.
wow.
I need to
Good
be
job.
more careful when I'm going through the brick stock because obviously some of the pieces didn't match up. Also, I'm bad at counting, so obviously.
You know, as a perfectionist, sometimes I totally understand, but I have enjoyed the challenge. It's been fun.
I'm also very easily overstimulated the minute I get into the brick stock. Like Rasmus is so hyper focused and he just like picks the only brick he wants. And the minute I put my hand into a tub that's like, oh, that feels nice, and I'm just immediately distracted. And
Yeah.
everyone who works with me knows every time I come from the brick stock library, you'll know because I hand them a handful of like loose bricks.
You know, we talk about stepping on Lego bricks a lot and how painful that is, but what we don't talk about is dipping your hand in a bunch of them and how great that feels.
It's
That's
so
actually really good.
satisfying.
Needs more love. All right. I did it. I
Okay,
think
let's see.
I'm
Let's
almost
see.
He's just missing the top of his ears. Let's see if we can. I think. Let's see. Yours is rounded. Okay. All
Oh, you made a pink
right.
one. Wait, the pink one's so cute. It looks like a really angry rabbit.
Rounded. Did anyone build anything while we've been streaming? Anyone make anything
Anyone made a
cool?
duck?
Anyone made a duck?
Make sure
Yet?
to share it. I've been seeing a lot of things in Discord actually, like some really advanced build. I'll be really honest, I didn't know how if it was like too would be end up being too overwhelming for people to like build with loose like single brick by bricks or if people would get very creative, but actually people had really amazing, very like complex builds. I saw a duck and it was legit a duck.
Oh,
People
cool.
are really talented.
Let's see. I gotta get creative. I
Let
ran
us know
out.
if you let us know if you ever want to do something like, obviously the Lego group is filled with AFOLs, adult fans of Legos, or people who have become like really good builders. And they share a lot of their things on Bricklink and things like that. Maybe there could be like a fun scenario where we team you up with some of the Lego community's like top builders and creators.
Whoa,
And we can have a competition together.
that'd be fun. All right. I don't have a paw, but I had to complete his head, so I
Oh,
so I had to.
Yeah, that looks
He's
really
not,
good.
I ran out of brown, but I didn't want to make it. I was like red might be a little too. It might be a little scary on the little bear, so
I think actually
we did
that the
it.
one that I made, I
Oh,
made
pink.
this out of pieces I had lying around, so it's not
Ooh.
wow, your
completely
base coat is
identical.
nice.
Oh, yeah, the green's fun.
Yeah,
The blur. Stop
the
it.
blur.
What is this?
It's too privacy protected. We get to see his little bear. There we go.
There we go.
I haven't used the brick
Cute.
editor yet. Do they just make a mesh or does it make a blueprint that scales the prop health based on brick uses?
So currently the fix are meshes. So they don't have prop abilities built in. You can copy them into a prop and control these things yourself, like a prop blueprint. And you should. It's a lot of fun. You can spawn bricks all over the place. Um, I'm working on a little project with Carol this time to do some. I think some of these guys might be in there as well.
Ooh.
Little bit of a chill lounge setting. But it's a lot of fun to spawn in bricks. But maybe you might have to look up a little bit of brick math.
Mm.
The way that the bricks are scaled inside of UEFN, they're actually 20 times the size of their original size. So you might have to, when you move stuff around, do a little bit of brick math, especially with verse and stuff. But it can be really fun.
Hmm. Yeah, suggestion for those in chat. In the official Discord, we have a few channels where you can kind of screen share and log in and work together. But could be a fun little event if you're a part of a studio, or if you're wanting to collab with other people, or if you're building something in Lego Brick Editor or trying to build a small game. You could always kind of all jump in there together, or if you're meeting new people in the Discord, or meeting new friends to work with, you can jump in and build in Brick Editor together and kind of see what comes from it. Maybe like a little jam session. Feel free to
Ooh,
use those channels in fun ways too.
Yeah, let us know if you do. We want to see.
Yeah, let us know.
maybe we'll join.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. I think we're done with questions. Um, yeah. Guess that's it. We covered kind of everything. It sounds like Noah built. Oh, I saw you answered me. Oh yeah, I built a huge castle wall during the stream. Cool.
Ooh.
What?
Congratulations.
I hope everyone thinks it's as satisfying as we try to make it.
Look, if I learned anything, they do feel that way. They just also want clicks, Rasmus. No pressure, no pressure. Sorry. I broke
I'll bring
I
it along. I'll bring it along.
I just broke my chicken in half.
What?
I was like wiggling him and his legs popped off and shot across the room. It's okay, Ducky. I'm sorry. Duck
That's a chance
chicken.
for you to make a new duck, I think.
I get the privilege of making a new duck. Rick Sound. Yeah, if you have feedback, share it. In the EDC, get those upvotes. Those
Yeah.
upvotes.
Like we said, so this is just a start. These like the initial bricks that we released, but we're trying to figure out where the goal is to think of more things that we can release for you. So if it's more prefabs, more single bricks, we would love to see what kind of games you're making out of it, and what kind of challenges you're having, and also yeah, any new features that you're thinking of, like let us know. We're always trying to think of new things. And yeah, like we said, there's already a challenge happening with some select creators. This will obviously become like a bigger program that once we open it to the public, but you can look forward to that. We'll have a bigger brick building challenge in the future, possibly with like Bloom Tycoon template or anything that you would really like. Let us know like how you would like to participate in these kind of like events and game jams or creative sessions. Yeah, because we love to feature you and we have a lot of great things happening in the group and we feel really strongly about our partnership with Epic. So yeah.
Let's see. FCT says our absolute minimum viable product of our Lego game is ready today. A little bit of polish and we'll start sharing progress of development. So cool. Definitely share with us, FCT.
Oh, looking forward to that.
Yeah. And then squatting, somebody has to tweet at me what's going on with Snot because you and others have brought up Snot like 10 times in the stream, and I was like scared to say it. But at this point, it seems like you
Oh, an
really just
actual
want
snot.
Snot. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to see what it like. I
So
don't know if I've seen it in a build before, but someone needs to show me and why you want it
Oh.
so
so much.
so snot is actually it's a
Oh,
term
what?
that Lego fans came up with.
Oh, I
Oh.
mean,
And
I have it?
what it means is it's stud, not on top. So if you
Oh.
have some
I don't
bricks
have
have
one. I only
some
have an
bricks,
early.
I
I
heard it.
do have some here.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, those. Yeah.
No, those aren't.
You find one, Carol?
No, I only have an early.
Oh, just that little one.
So any kind of brick that the blurring insane. So
Oh,
that
do we
has like
have those?
sideways building.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I don't have one of those.
Yeah.
So the studs are not on top, as you see, and that is what I think it's also meme value, right? To call it snot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not gonna
I
happen.
think it's an intentional.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah,
But
so I can see now whether like can't wait to see how it gets used. That makes sense because if you could build sideways, I hope snot's gonna happen. Gotta share your feedback, y'all. Awesome. Well, I feel accomplished. I made a duck and a half and a half of a bear and a chicken man. And
wow,
Carol made everything
chicken man.
almost perfectly.
I also added a capybara to
Where
my
did
duck.
you get a capybara?
I just have a lot of loose bricks. I wasn't lying when I say that every time I pass by the bricklayer, I just get a handful of.
And you get a capybara? Wow, that
Yeah.
sounds like heaven.
Yeah. I also, Fran knows, because she doesn't know how to deal with me because I just come and hand her a bunch of loose bricks like a child. I have a lot of
Oh,
cats. I have a lot of
oh my
churros.
gosh.
It's all churros, basically.
How cute. So many churros. Oh yeah, that is true, Tom. You can build sideways, just letting them intersect. Absolutely. Will the rope become a piece if you plan it? I don't know. You guys have to share your feedback. We can't confirm or deny. We can't promise anything. We can't. But if you share your feedback, then we know you want it, right? Like we're not gonna. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say it's not like we're gonna work on things we haven't heard. No, we are gonna work on things if you're not sharing your feedback. But share your feedback so we know what things you want, so we can then maybe incorporate it. I love it. Yeah, Franny. That's right. Keep bringing Franny random bricks, Carol. That's the message. Meow is right. That is the piece we need. I don't know if it's capybara or what was the cat's name?
Churro.
Churro.
We
That's right.
That was the
Churro
star of Cat
from the
Island
game.
Adventure. Yeah.
Yeah. Churro's the best.
Churros.
The day we can make the monolith fully with the brick editor. That's right. One day. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for coming on stream. Did
Thank
we
you for
go
having
over?
us.
Oh, of course. And did we go over everything you wanted to talk about? Is there anything you want to mention again at the end of the stream that you want to direct people to for engaging more?
No, just hang out with us in the Discord. I think that's the main place that we'll hang out, and where we want to
Sure.
see you every day. That's like, yeah, the best way to contact us. And otherwise, I'll be back online on Saturday. I'll be also streaming, and we can check out Odyssey, and
Fun.
Expedition. So definitely go check that out too.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you both so much for being here, and thank you for Rasmus for building all this for us. So we had something fun to
Of
show
course.
off and participate in. And thanks, Carol, for putting this all together. And thank you, Dan, the tech man, for being ready to incorporate Carol's hand cam. Very nice, very nice. And thank you all for showing up today and asking great questions and building with us. We really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you Lego again soon, I'm sure. But if you want to connect with them right now, you can always do it in our official UEFN and FNC Discord. There is a Lego section, so make sure you stop by there and say hello to the team. But yeah, other than that, I guess we're good to go. And we'll see you next time on the next Creating in Fortnite. Bye, everybody.